massive empires depleted. The saga can't live, no more spaceship.
All right, we are back.
Back again.
We're gonna jump right into
right through the little vortex here that we have.
Oh, even better.
Nice.
Here we go. The
cool.
vortex. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be so careful though. We cannot put our beverages.
I won't put them there.
It's not safe. It's not safe.
Help me out here. So you said you had some stuff you wanted to get off your chest about the president of the United States, Trump.
You know, I do have to take that in. I will jump into that. But first, we need to talk about this story that I didn't tell you about.
Okay.
Because I just need you to know this, because I found this out today.
Yeah.
It's a piece of personal history that never was a part of my life until today.
Yeah.
So I have to talk about it. It's the first thing in my mind. I was out playing golf with my dad.
Yeah.
And then we came back and we went and got some food, right? We're like, we're done. We're going to go, eat some food. We talk, and I said, you know what's cool about my life right now is I have a kegerator currently.
Yeah.
And I got it from a friend who...
Yeah. It's a great setup.
Dude, it's so great. It's such a great setup. And, like, thank you, Patrick. But it's, like, beautiful setup now. Yeah. And it's just cool to see because I have that. But what's really cool is that I've been really drawn to this beer since I've had it, that I've been buying from this place called Zips in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
They're like a wholesale type of vibe for like...
Are you buying like
kegs.
Lagers or what?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's something easy to go down.
So I'm just like, please, sir, give me your like list, right?
Yeah.
Like, give me that. So I look at it and I'm like, okay, so what's on like the fucking discount menu, bro? What's like the fucking like real affordable shit that's like good still? You know what I mean? Like you're Zips. I'm not the Zip. You're the Zip. And so they were like, no, I got it. So they were like, here's this $25 sixth of a keg San Miguel.
Ooh.
And that, dude, doesn't sound like anything crazy. I thought it was just like a beer. I was like, I've had this at a wedding before, like I know what this is. Delicious. Love it. We actually are, I think, currently drinking that. So
excuse me.
It's a really good beer. But anyway.
It's smooth.
The reason I'm bringing this up is because my dad, going back to where we were at before in my brain, was like, we were out to dinner, and he was like, hey, man, your grandpa was a, Marine in the World War II era.
Yeah.
And when he was in the Philippines and he was like
liberating
the Philippines is what the American literature says.
Oh, liberating them.
And liberating them.
That's a nice way of putting it.
It's a nice way of putting it. So that...
Just killing their people,
it doesn't make sense. So, like, he liberated, but, like, went in and he got... This is crazy, dude. He, helped get people out of this place, and it was the San Miguel brewery.
Oh, wow. What are the chances?
In the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've been buying kegs of this from this place since I've, just started owning this.
That's a great correlation. I love that.
And so this is like the cool just icing on the cake kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is like, he's like, also, I think I have the printed labels from like 1940, whatever it was. I have these labels of San Miguel that like they were like before they were printed, like he had them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just got them as like a takeaway.
That is cool though. I like that.
Dude, yeah. So that made my day. Like, and I'm glad we're drinking this because it's just like that. It's a sick combo.
It totally is. I would agree.
And wild. Like, how the hell?
I don't know. What are the chances?
I just broke the rules, dude, of just like putting a beer.
I know you did.
I really did.
I watched it happen, but I didn't say nothing.
I can't.
You
I just
called
felt
yourself
like after
out.
I said that story, I was like,
yeah, just had to set something down. Sure, yeah. Well,
but now,
okay. So, but now that your piece is here, it's time to obliterate it.
Now that I'm zened in, let's dial in. Let's dial it in.
We're gonna use the term decimate again, because we clearly love saying that word over and over.
Dude.
I don't know why.
Defenestrated, decimated.
I've never even heard of defenestrated.
What's the word that they created in that cool ass Gerard Way? It was obliviated.
There you go.
Amazing.
Or obliterated.
Love that.
Okay.
Obliterated, yeah.
Obliterated.
Yeah.
All right, so the Dumpinator.
The dumpster.
Yeah. Lay it on me.
So
what's bothering you about him now?
Like, I don't even think I'm bothered, dude. I think
yes,
I'm
you
still...
are. Don't even lie to yourself. I've seen you go on rants.
Shit, dude. Okay, good point. Like, reeling it in, like, gonna bring in some self-awareness now. You're right. I've been on some rants recently with Trump.
Yeah.
I ride the wave.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
God, it's such a roller coaster. But, yeah, so, like, I think my most recent thought, which was kind of when you look at just how he does, like, news, and he's, like, giving out his news, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just such a wild, like, spectacle.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at. I really, truly do not understand how we got from, we went from Nazi Germany, right?
Yeah.
Nazi Germany was really good at propaganda. Extremely good, to the point where citizens actively participated in the ideological beliefs of their political leaders.
Okay.
We are doing that currently, but we're not doing it based off of nation states. We're basing it off of this cult of personality. And, like, basing it off of a cult of personality is really dangerous because it's called fascism. But, like, we don't look at it like that because it's technically more of a constitutional monarchy, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like where I would say we've been gravitating towards, which, like, honestly, good governments have worked that way.
Yeah.
France has done it, like, many times, so...
But I just want to peel it back real quick, though, right? Like, obviously, Trump has created a total shift in the mindset of a lot of, let's say, right-leaning people, right? And some who lean on the left side as well, right? At least during this most recent presidency. What's interesting, though, to me, is that Trump is doing what pretty much every president tries to do. The only difference is...
Shake it up, baby.
Yep, and he puts a twist on it, but he does it so that way he can be the bad guy, right?
Right.
And I don't think he does it because he enjoys being the bad guy, but sometimes somebody has to be the bad guy. For example, right? And this is speaking from my perspective. I have no relation or any family members who are illegal immigrants. So take it with a grain of salt, right? Okay. So I'm saying that for him shaking things up, right? Shook things up at the border. And as well for anybody who is an illegal immigrant within the country as well. Now, the nice thing is he is the bad guy in this situation. The bad thing is that you're cutting off a way for folks to come into the country, right? Who need to get out of their current one. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay.
Like, it's what everyone does.
I'm not saying it's okay to come in illegally.
The most vulnerable of society. Yeah. Because they're the ones
There's a human side to it, though. That's what I'm trying to get to.
The other ones that he tries to control have, like, personalities and talk back. And that's frustrating.
What if he did this? Okay, shake things up in that way, right? And stop people from crossing over. Okay, hey, give a time limit. Say, hey, for the next 6 months, you're going to not be able to come in, right? For the next 6 months, we're not allowing in folks. Okay, what are you going to do in those 6 months? We're going to put $50 billion towards the government way for vetting people out to come into the country legally. If you put $50 billion towards that, not only are you creating more government jobs, you are then allowing folks who want to be part of your country a way to be stabilized and established within the country itself. Which is half of
where we're going to probably
jump
into next, which is really like society.
Step.
Like, where are we all headed? Where will we fit into that cog of that machine, which is the overarching reshaped economy that we're targeting right now is what I'm being told. Yeah. I go out and I talk to people. It's like, oh yeah, well, this is the big shakeup. Well, this is what we all do. This is how it goes. And I'm like, dude, you guys are wild because conservative people are not the people that I know as radicals. But we're out here doing radical shit.
Yeah.
So I want to know what else you guys into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like what else? Because if
this is okay.
I'm kind of into it because that means you're more open to things. Like, for me, it's like, okay.
So jump into the propaganda part that you wanted to really elaborate.
Yeah, the personal propaganda versus the state-driven propaganda. I think my point there is really just to say, like,
dissect the two real quick for me, though.
So essentially you have Trump's, like, ultimate, it's Trump's America.
Okay.
It's not like necessarily America.
Let's just
or
say an
USA.
egotistical side, right?
It's just
it's
kind
what
of like
he envisions.
It's whatever the flavor of the day is. You know what I mean? It's like whatever kind
Well,
of.
he's a total
saucy
wild card, so
personality
he could say
he wants to-
anything. Yeah,
Dude, totally. Which is cool. I like
it is
that.
cool
I like that vibe.
because you can't predict what he's going to do.
Right. It's like maybe if you were like Gandalf and you did some sick shit for the children, like some fucking fireworks.
Yeah, if you
but
did
instead, we just focus on fucking everyone. Instead, we just focus on belittling the most easily belittled people of society. Like, what are we doing, dude? Like, when are we going to start feeling like we are actually connected to each other as fucking people? Because I'm sick of being like, oh yeah, like, good shit, dude. Like, great stance, that'll lead to this. This'll create this outcome, blah, blah. It's like, great, bud. You're still fucking breathing only right now.
Yeah.
So fucking, what else are you going to do with your time? Other than shit on what your hypothetical fucking virtuous, made-up ass, fucking whitewashed ass, American dream ass, fuck ass.
So peeling it back real quick of everything that you just explained, Trump's not the first president to do stuff.
Nah, dude,
not just like this.
Behavior,
but I
man.
will say,
but also like it's not.
He's
It is,
probably
but it's not.
he's probably the first president that is unpolished in the way that he approaches these things, right? And that's what's important because that gives them
It's
the
a weird
image,
style.
and it's what actually is separating a lot of folks within the country. So when people hear, "Oh, I voted for Trump," immediately they think fascist, racist, even though it's not true.
I mean, like not necessarily.
And the other side as well.
Maybe,
I'm a liberal.
You don't need to.
The conservatives would think, "Oh, you're a libtard," is essentially how they would classify you, right?
Yeah.
Do they say that? Yeah, they do. Oh my God. They call them libtards.
What does it even? Okay, I like that one.
Well, okay,
I
so
thought about it. It doesn't really ring off the
from
tongue
their
enough.
perspective, what I understand, anyways, is the libtard term is because the conservative side doesn't understand, let's say, the agenda for pushing things that might be LGBTQ plus, for example, okay? And because they think it's radical and it's irrational, that's how they would classify it,
radical
right?
And irrational.
My thought process about LGBTQ plus in itself and how it fits in with politics, it doesn't have to be an agenda. Instead, it should be looked at as a collaboration for us to accept other people. That's how I look at it.
For sure. It's
that's how it should be approached,
well, I mean,
but it's not. It's weaponized.
No, it is weaponized. I mean, no, your point's really well received because it's essentially like stating, like, just like any other good sort of social movement, it's driven off of these kind of like connotations like, yeah, we're ultimately trying to shift the mindset.
Yeah.
We're trying to shift it in a way that's like skewed in a really positive sense, right? Because we've been sitting here looking at things through a prism as a macro society, allowing it to happen, to now just kind of saying publicly, like, we're all here and we're all like, what the fuck is this? I'm sick of this shit, and like, we're all here. So we're all here, like, you're here, we're still having to be here with that. And like, what are you gonna do to make anything work?
But then tying it back to Trump and what he's doing with
That's
the separation, he he's separating people by his actions. So his actions are not extending the olive branch, so to speak, right? Like within peace, it's doing things rationally and aggressively.
Yeah, for sure. It's like it's doing the ultimate chess, right? It's like, I have absolute domination over this. Therefore, I can do this. It's like, it's just chess. It's doing this. It's literally this. Only it's a lot more dimensions, and we're all confused because we don't really see what is happening. Because there are human factors to all of this that we don't understand because we don't have that insider information. But we're also just sitting here watching and going...
Yeah. Well, then you have a machine like Fox News who are just dumping out more stuff about him.
I don't even know what
and trying to essentially champion him to make him look like he's this martyr, right? Which, granted...
That's awesome.
No,
that's creating a messianic figure out of...
No,
which, dude,
think about it. When he got shot, though, that's what they tried to do. They tried to make him into a martyr.
Brilliant, dude. I knew that moment he was going to get elected.
Yeah,
I knew
100%.
that.
That's how I knew too.
It shifted
if he
my
survived,
entire mindset. I was like, he's going to get elected.
If he survived, he's going to win.
People are, dude, they were going to do it. So
I would love to see if there's an investigation behind that to see who hired him. Who hired the shooter? Because that was a bullshit shot. Not
was a
saying,
bullshit
not
shot.
saying that
It
I
was a
wanted him to
bullshit shot.
die.
No,
I'm
no, no,
saying
you're
it's a
fucking
bullshit
right, dude.
shot.
It's a bullshit shot.
And then the FBI that was there, whatever secret agents that were there, were just watching the dude just hang out up there
So-
with a fucking shotgun, or not shotgun, sorry,
So,
with
like, I mean,
some sort
think
of
about
rifle.
Think about this. So, like, I was golfing today, right? My best shot, right? Ain't happening most of the time.
Yeah.
Under that pressure, I bet you homeboy fucking, like, missed it, right? Because he was like,
He was probably so nervous.
I don't
No,
want
he was
to, like,
no,
kill
he
this
probably
person.
wanted to, but he was probably so nervous in the
Dude,
moment.
who knows?
Like, I'm taking a shot at the president of the
Crazy.
United
Well,
States,
just around so many people to be
Yeah.
shooting a gun is just so fucking messed
especially
up.
at a Trump rally, dude.
Bro, like, go
Think of how many
home
people
and
that
just
had
shoot
guns
your
over there.
Guns in your fucking ditches,
Man.
dude. Go to your acreage.
I don't get
Go
it.
sit there and shoot your guns.
Go print
bro.
off a picture of Trump's face, go put it on a scarecrow for yourself,
Yeah.
and go shoot at that. Why do you gotta go take a shot at the real
Don't
person?
Fuck with
That's
people.
crazy.
Don't fuck with people.
Actually, don't go and print off anything of anybody's face and go
Just
shoot it. Just
don't
deal
fuck
with
with
your
people, man.
emotions.
You just can't fuck with people, man.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of just go deal with your emotions, Kanye West in the black KKK outfit. What was that? Dude, that was a crazy interview. Imagine being Academics, the guy who interviewed Kanye West in that moment, where
Yes,
where
I
Kanye
saw his
leaves.
face.
Kanye
I saw
leaves
his
and says,
body language.
"Hey
He
man,
was like-
good to see you. Hold on a second."
like-
Goes to his room, gets changed into a KKK outfit,
Yes.
comes back out and is like, "All right, mic me up." Like, how could you do that with a straight face? I would have been like, "Bro, what are you wearing right now?"
There are no words for something like this.
Yeah. I don't. Anyways, kudos to Academics for figuring that one out without like breaking out in laughter or confusion.
Dude, there should be more like what this. You know what this says a lot about in society is like that's the world's most absurd statement, like or not statement, just his actions.
But we live in America in a
but
free
we live
country.
in a-
You can go do whatever you want like that.
Your words are diluted as hell out
crazy.
here because they don't mean anything.
Yeah.
They're just opinions that are part of the free economy of exchange.
What was
of
he
opinions.
thinking though? What was Kanye West
Dude.
thinking in that moment? Was he
Dude,
just
I
trying to
tried-
be
I
different?
tried to
Was he just
understand,
trying to be different
bro,
and
the
create
amount
a
of
stir out of?
disgusting. I can't even.
My thought
I
is
don't know
that
what- I mean, it is definitely trying to be like bombastic.
yes, he is an egotistical person, I believe, but at the end of the day, I also think there's good in him. And the reason why I say that is
But
because
isn't that because everyone kind of
Everybody has good.
It's just
Exactly.
whether or not they execute on
yeah,
it.
so I think he truly was probably trying to take that image of the KKK and try to make a positive light out of it.
I could see
However,
I
when you
could
listen
see
to that
maybe-
interview,
dude,
there
he
was
did not
nothing
express
positive that he
yeah.
did in that interview. He talked crap about his coworkers. He talked crap about people that he set up within the industry and helped them get a platform, like
Well,
Travis
his
Scott,
tweets are-
Playboy Cardi, Kendrick Lamar. Why are you talking junk about these guys
shits on people
when
where you're
these
like-
guys are okay? I'm not going to say all of them are great artists, but Kendrick Lamar, there's no question he is a
No,
great
you
artist,
should-
right? Like,
yeah,
why
you got-
would you have anything negative
when
to say
you're
about him?
Kanye, you gotta be like, dude.
It's
You gotta be
because
like,
he's
you
so
gotta do one of these.
egotistical.
You gotta do one of these.
Yeah, well,
One of
he's
these.
so egotistical. The reason why he hates on Kendrick is
You go like
because
this. If you're fucking Kanye, you go like this, and you take the motherfucking picture with Kendrick. Actually, hang on.
there you go, because he's short.
You like that one? He's a little
Yeah, it
short.
was
He's like
good.
my exact size. But,
He
you know,
might be
well,
shorter than
he's
you,
definitely
but
shorter than me. But like,
either way,
I win.
I think Kanye was actually taking shots at Kendrick because Kendrick took down Drake, and Kanye wanted to be the one to destroy him.
Oh yeah, because he just, I mean, yeah, gotta participate.
Yep,
It's a participator.
Yep.
I kind of like that though. He cares a lot about the culture and the fabric.
he
of
does,
it.
which
But
is good.
It is good. It's when you're like creating ripples that are unnecessary ripples. For
Yeah.
example, dressing up as this weird,
That is-
fucked up.
That is not okay. No,
Bro, he
not at
needed
all.
to go home
The worst part,
immediately.
yeah. Well, the worst part about all this, outside of the KKK part, is his music that he's trying to put out. Right, like it's actually not good
I haven't
any
listened
longer.
to any of it.
So, like, snippets came out for his latest project that was supposed to drop called Bully. And some of that music, when I listened to that album, or at least the snippets from it, was
Called
not.
bully.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't
he's being
good.
bullied by the world.
I don't know what the purpose of the name of the album
That would be
was,
my like
but
introspective thought.
I don't think
on
that
it.
he was trying to be that creative this time. I think he was just trying to shovel out product, and it failed miserably, which is weird because he's an independent artist right now. You have a platform. Your name's Kanye West. If you just did normal stuff, and what I mean by normal is just be a normal, abiding citizen, right? Like, don't be dressing up in no KKK stuff, right? Don't be smashing your friends in the industry over dumb stuff, over pettiness.
Cohabitate.
Yeah, right. And if you just did that and included them, you could still be creative in your own space and come out with good music like Kanye West is capable of doing, but is not doing now.
I just went into straight empathy mode for Kanye. And you want to know what my
Please
thought
tell me,
process is?
because I don't know if I have any.
So he thinks, and dude,
And I'm a big Ye
psychologize
fan
the
for his
shit
music.
out of this, dude.
All right,
I'm
go
gonna be
for it.
Totally wrong.
Can't wait.
You ready for me to not even?
And if you're
close?
wrong, I'll tell you.
Okay, but I'm gonna be pretty close. So ready? It's like he is essentially creating these like instances, right? These kind of like big showmanship moments of like.
Yeah.
And
right.
it's like, and it's like,
No,
gotcha.
he has been the forefront of that. Like
And he's
Yeezus,
doing
the
it,
album.
and he's doing it, dude.
Years
And he's
ago,
done
when
it
he
forever.
yeah,
He's
he
done it
has
so well.
so
He did
many
it
different
so
times.
poetically.
Yeah.
He did it so artistically.
Yep.
He always did it so fucking like dopely.
That's why.
where
That's
you're
what
like,
separated him
yeah,
from
baby,
the rest. Yeah.
Give me some more of that.
Give me more of that. Yep.
But now we're dealing with a guy who is like
He's lost
already
himself.
at the echelons of success. So he's
Yep.
now trying to really make sure these people that he thinks really highly of around him, which is a lot of people that he constantly is tweeting about. He thinks about these people a lot, and they all mean a lot to him, I bet. And he's just trying to get his like meaning off to them. Like he wants to communicate with them. He wants to show them because he's like, no one's listening, no one's paying attention. I need to show them by doing this outrageous act.
Well,
and
which
that's
is
my empathetic
which
take on
you're
it.
absolutely right in that sense, because we see it every time he's about to drop music. He does something outlandish, right? Which you don't need negative publicity for that type of stuff.
Not
When your
necessarily,
name's
yeah.
Kanye West,
When you're
you
like,
literally
already
are.
got that one.
You're already Kanye
Like,
West.
dude.
People will listen to you.
Yeah.
But now doing this stuff, I feel like a lot of fans are probably not going to listen to anything that he drops
No, yeah.
in the
But
upcoming
people
year or
always
so.
do hit those
I will
levels,
still
right,
listen to
where
it
it's
just because
like,
I'm curious.
I don't want to listen.
And
to
I'm
it.
searching for that next new piece from
Yeah.
Kanye West because I
Which
love
would be
his
sick.
music. It would be sick.
Like
Same
there
with Kid
will be-
Cudi.
there will
Kid
be
Cudi's
one.
consistent, right?
Dude, it's so
Makes great
consistent.
music. Oh my
Year
gosh.
over year.
I don't understand. Like his catalog
I don't understand.
is so good.
I don't get it.
Why did his fan base like erupt in anger when he started changing things up just a little bit? Like he's
What
an
did he
artist.
do that was so changing?
Okay, so after he did Man on the Moon 2, he went towards doing punk music.
Oh yeah.
Like
that
punk
evolution.
/ indie, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, that was a
and he
good
did 2
move.
projects like that, right?
That was
Which
a good decision.
I thought both of those were pretty decent.
Dude, I loved both of those. Like the
honestly,
flame ones was sick.
Oh, that one, Indica? Yeah, the fan base was upset about that one, but he kept it rap within that one. I'm talking about after that album. My bad.
I might
it was
have
after
listened
Indica.
to the other one. What's
Yeah.
the other? I'm trying to. I will.
I'm going to get this wrong, and I believe it's called either Take Me to Your Leader or Star Power, something like that.
Okay.
And I could be wrong about that, but the image of the album where he did this
Is
stuff.
that what Kanye is saying?
Oh, gosh.
Can I
Kanye's saying a lot.
be the one? Can I be the one? Can I be the one you love? At least until I'm no one. Throw blankets thrown over my stable state of mind. Returning the phrase, it'll be just fine. You said something sweet. I can't repeat it. You said something sweet.